how you pronounce them, and I remember how I pronounce them for these people. So I'd go Bardot, Tugan, Gigo, Belle, Lloyd, Cadere, Bizet, Beret, Vidal, Port Barrow, Maluz. Yeah, so I got he's a good player. So their main players are Lloyd, Morad did all right.
Drinks into 10 now. Individual skill execution gets us on top here. Do your job for this team, let's get after it.
He did alright. I called him Louis Rook. I didn't think you'd say yes. Like in Australia, that's Rouse.
I don't know his last name, but I think it's
It wasn't too bad.
it's pretty good.
Second last time slot of day one of the European Championships, and we have a feature match here in the Men's Opens. No love lost between these two countries, France and England. We've got Clem back in the commentary box again. Welcome. No.
Still not? Oh yeah, it's on now. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks for having me again, and welcome to this Men's Open game opposing England and France.
Yeah.
So finally, we'll have someone to pronounce the names for the French players.
Exactly. She heard me say him earlier, and she just said, "No, mate, you need some help here."
Yeah, I just ran to the commentator's box and I was like, "Nah, I can't let that happen."
You tried earlier when France played here earlier today, but we need someone to have a little bit better lingo with that. So I'll stick to the English names.
and I'll do the French ones.
And Clem can do all of them. So we've got England rucking the ball up now after defending out the first set.
Yeah, it was a good long pass. Unfortunately, it didn't land to the winger. It was a good defense there by Hugo Beria, number 9 for France, and a 6 touch.
So Clement, you know a few of these players?
I do know a few of them. I've played alongside, opposing a few of those, and they've actually done one of their last groupings training sessions in Strasbourg.
Okay.
Where I play. So
yep.
I have seen most of them in action.
Oh, excellent. Well, they got the link out of line there completely. With that link sweeper play, yep.
Yeah, we had Lenny Bardot who was blocking the way, but it was still a try.
I think it was the number 1. Meredith Vaughan, I think, is the try scorer.
Possibly, yes.
Go to the replay.
Yeah. I think we missed it.
Yeah. It was either number 1 or number 15, so let's tell us
well,
what.
We'll give it to Vaughan Meredith then. Hopefully it was him.
If not, he's been credited with a try anyway. From us, but not from tournament
us,
control. One of the brothers.
Yeah, it's Valentin with a very, very long pass, but unfortunately, yeah, it was the winger started to go there and it was a bit short.
Yeah. So we've got England rucking the ball out now.
Oh, a very good hands, good catch.
Wrap to the box, that's touch 3. Might have jumped the gun there. Yep, he has. Yeah. Straight onto it, the referees. We've got to give thanks to the referees. They've had a long day, and it's gotten quite warm here in Vichy.
Yeah, it has. Up to the point that we had to have water breaks. So.
Yep.
It is pretty warm. France are doing the changes. They've gone up to the box. And they're doing the boxing. And now we have some fresh pair of legs with Merlin Lloyd, number 4, who's a player to watch.
Yeah, I was impressed with Lloyd this morning, mainly because he was a name that I could pronounce.
True, it is the only one I think that you can pronounce quite
We
easily.
went through them all, and yeah, it was the easiest one for me.
And Merlin is quite easy to pronounce, and Lloyd is just right up your alley. So.
Exactly.
But yeah, a bit of a misfortune there.
It's a nice solid pass, but no dummy half there. Go change of possession. Sorry, the team sheet was blowing in the wind, so I head down there, didn't see what had happened, but heard the whistle to say, no, change over.
Yeah, it's a good ball for France, and they're going to try and move up the field with the least touch possible.
Yeah, they want to get a strike dump here, so they've got sweeper players coming on. Ideally, he would have loved to have rolled out to the number 2 there for him to throw a long ball, but it's up to the number 5 to do that job, and he's lovely pass.
Yes, good one for Tom Moreau.
Beautiful pass. That was the number 5, I think.
Who did the pass? I think it could
Arnold
have
Calera?
been. It could
Here
have
we
been,
go.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was number 5.
Yeah.
He's a very good player, very muscular player.
Yep.
He's quite fit, and he's got a good pass, as we've seen.
Yeah, that was a lovely ball there by Arnold.
Arnaud, yeah.
Yep. AC. We'd probably get a nickname like that in Australia, so.
Yeah, we
Sweeping
could
round.
call him AC.
Sweep return. Oh, a
nice
little
one.
bit soft there in defence there
Yeah.
from the French.
It was just open one in the middle.
Yeah, that was just a sweeper step back, and she opened up. Still haven't found the equivalent of Sydney heads here in France. Is a common lingo that we say back home.
Yeah, it's again number 5, Dominic Tripp, who did this.
Yep. Takes us out to 2-1
Yep.
to England. And there's Lloyd.
Yeah, he's going to be a player to watch, and it's a line where there's got a lot of speed
Yeah.
and a lot of good passes, but this one was caught up by the winger from England.
Yeah, but a penalty for offside. That was Louis Roux running around the sweeper trying to throw the long ball back. That's a common play.
Yeah, we call this the back door in France
It is.
sometimes, yeah,
Yeah,
because the player's coming from behind.
yeah. We call it
From the other
the
side.
we call it the sweeper step back. So he sweeps and then he steps back
Yeah.
and throws long. So
So a nice attempt from Merlin Lloyd, who dived in, but he was touched before he could land the ball.
yeah. Lloyd again. He'll dive here. Oh no.
No.
Well, maybe he will. Oh, he's called play through.
Yeah, he wasn't touched by number 9.
Hey,
It was a dummy pass, and he wasn't touched by number 9, and he could just put the ball to the ground very easily.
You'll find that the referee called him offside there. If we watch the replay.
Yeah, it's a dummy here,
Yeah. Oh,
and he just goes inside.
Yeah. great try by Lloyd. My favourite French player.
2-2. Easiest one to pronounce.
Yeah.
There's a woman in the women's open team who's also born
Oh,
in England.
intercept.
Oh, nice interception by number 21
that's a
winger
penalty.
Tom Moreau, but
Yeah.
that's too much strength in one touch.
Yep, you saw that was going to come.
Yeah.
So Clementine, this game, the referees are mic'd up as well. So
Are they?
they'll be talking to each other via their earpieces and communicating and letting each other know, helping each other out. So yeah, so they've no expense spared in relation to this game between two of the premier clubs in Europe.
But it is two great teams, a lot of intensity, a lot of strength, a lot of good game, but sometimes maybe too much intensity. So it's nice for the refs to have mics so that they can talk with each other and say, hey, I saw this here. Maybe you can have a look.
Yeah. Now I noticed that we haven't called the number 13 yet for France, so it could be that they're resting him this game.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him. I've seen his brother, but I see him now. He's in the opposite box, and I don't think he's got boots on, so I'm not sure he's going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be tactical by France, because I watched them earlier today and he was one of their what I'd call key players.
Yeah, he usually is one of the key players. Remy Merloz, he's a very good player. He plays middle in his club as well in Paris, and he's very good. But there's another player that I don't see. I haven't seen on the pitch yet.
Yeah.
Yannick Bizet. So maybe they've decided to rest the pair and see how they're doing without them.
Yeah, is that number 8? The one you haven't seen?
Yeah, number 8.
Yeah.
Number 8, absolutely.
Because we were looking at the team sheet before the game and pointing out who their key players were, and there's 2 that we definitely marked to say that they'd be ones to watch out for, and well, they're not playing.
Absolutely, but they're one of they're 2 of the not oldest but like most ancient players in the team that have played for the longest in Men's Open.
Yeah.
So they're really key players for the whole team, I think, and maybe they've tried to see how the new players are doing without them, because Merlin Lloyd, we've got a few of them who are quite new to the team.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe give them a chance to show what they can do.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll have to look out for these 2 if they come on the pitch or not.
Yeah, bit of youth and experience there, but I would think that. I don't know
that's
what's
a penalty
happened there.
for sure.
Yeah. That was just all arms and legs there. So.
That was uncalled for.
So, good game though.
Yeah.
2-2.
Yeah.
Both teams are giving it to each other at this stage in a fair manner.
Quite intense, but also fair. Yeah. A lot of respect for these teams amongst each other as well.
So number 10 there wanted the 9 to be in a certain position. That's the first ball player.
Yeah.
Trying to do it again, but this time to no avail. So England, not as clean as what I thought they may be in relation to this at this stage, but maybe they're also just going through the gears.
Yeah, probably. It might be the 3rd game of the day as well.
Yeah.
And it's 2-2, and we're almost at the water break.
Yep.
So it's been a good start of this half, but it's been a bit slow in terms of tries so far.
So England, this will be the last chance I would anticipate. They've got good roll on here. They should get a long ball out of half here from the 7. Yep. That's I think he was hesitant there. He didn't really know what to do.
He could have kept it.
Yeah. No, he can't play that.
It's number 6. Yeah. It's Louis Trias. I think he should have kept it because the opposite player was on his knees.
Yeah.
He had one knee to the ground, and it would have just opened the door for Louis. But he decided to throw the ball, and unfortunately it was just time for the water break.
I thought he might have dummied and dived, like you said. So
absolutely. Because it's very much his style as well, Louis.
Yeah.
The dummy dive, it's pretty much how he plays
the game. So you're familiar with his style of play?
A little bit. I've seen him play before. Last year I've seen him, and when he played for Wales, I think.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I do know how he plays a little bit.
So that's our first 10, right? We're going to build.
So there we go. 2-2 at the water break. They're having 2 minutes now as the heat rule has come into effect here, and will stay in effect for the rest of the day. Once we put it in place, we decide to let it go for the rest of the day.
It's good to not change too much during the day. If you change it once, just keep it going for the rest of the day. It's going to be good for the players as well. Like, you might as well do it until the end of the day. It's only the first day, so you might as well stay hydrated.
Yeah, exactly right. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere waking up on the other side of the world, sunset here is at 9 o'clock at night tonight, so the heat hangs around for the rest of the day. So we're about 10 to 6 now.
Absolutely, and there's loads of water around the fields and stuff here in Vichy. So the temperature drops a lot at night, and in the morning as well. It's really cold until 9-10.
Yep.
But when it gets hot, it is really hot.
Well, being inland, central France, you would anticipate that, it could heat up quite quickly.
Yeah.
And, the next 3 days forecast 32 degrees each day, so I would anticipate that we'll be going to quarters pretty much every day.
Yeah. Right, so we're back for the second half of the first half.
Yep, so when we have water breaks, we don't go back to halfway. We basically start play where it stopped, and it was 6 to go. And that's what you wanted to see.
That's what I just told you before we did the water break. It's typical Louis who did the dummy and dive.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes the teams try not to get too crazy before the water breaks because they know that they're not going to have too many chances, and they can go ahead, have 2 minutes of break, have a little bit of water, and then come back and be in the same position.
Yep.
And this time be more efficient.
Exactly. So good luck here from France after England tried to an over-the-top pass, and France intercepted. So they got a 0 touch there.
Yeah.
So that enables them that extra time.
And I can confirm now that they've benched, well, France has benched for this game both Remy Mellos and Yannick Bizek.
Yep.
So 2 very important players. Maybe it's to see how the team will react to England, because England is really the man to beat. We said it before.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're saying it again.
So in the men's opens competition, there's 7 teams. They play each other once, and then after that, the top 4 will go into the championship pool. The bottom 3 will go into the playoff pool, and the points reset. So really, our goal 1 for these teams is to get into the top 4, and then it all starts again.
Yeah.
From the playoff pool, from the championship pool, they play each other once, and then the top 2 play the final.
Yeah. If France can manage to be in the final 4s, like in the top 4s, they can then redo another game against England, and maybe this time go all in with
right.
the key players as well.
Yep. Because then you'll be trying to go top 2. So you got 6-3. You're potentially playing 10 games in the men's division.
Yeah.
Every team in the championship area will play 9. So
That's a lot of games.
It's tactics. It's 3 a day. So it's very much a tactical battle.
Absolutely. It's the first day, 3rd game from the first day, and you're playing the top players. So you might as well rest some of the key players so that they can do the whole week.
Yep.
And then see how it goes in the second match against England.
And you'd say that, afternoon, but this is actually really the heat of the day. This is the hottest part of the day at the moment because of the way the Northern Hemisphere summers work. And what you said, it's cool in the morning and then it gradually heats to a point that by 6 o'clock, which, after walking around France for a few days feels like 1 o'clock to me. That's a good pill. Oh, bad luck.
Oh, nice.
Yes, happy with it.
They're happy with it. Yeah.
Tap-on was happy. And
it's a volley pass, but they're happy with it. I wasn't sure it was going to land, because we've seen a lot of interceptions from the wingers on both sides, especially from France winger number 21, Tom Moreau. So maybe they've anticipated this.
They have.
So you run in MLs then?
And this could be a nice way to counter this.
A great touchdown there by Johannes Rosso from England. He had to be ready for that because it was a quick tap on by the link, but it was a great play. So 3-2 now.
Absolutely, quite an impressive.
Out of half.
Right, It was walked. I think we're the 5th touch, so there's no more.
Last play. Mullers. England working out now. It's hard to get the England names from where we are in the commentary position at this stage. They're running towards us, so we don't see their numbers.
Yeah, we don't really see the numbers, so we have to go by sight.
Yep.
If we can see who they are, if we can recognise them.
Exactly right.
It probably should be easier in the second half, because I know the players just by face.
Now, being a local, you would. Being from the other side of the world, a little bit more difficult for myself, but
absolutely. It's back to Lloyd. It's good counter defence from England.
Last touch here, Lloyd. They've read that well.
Yeah, good defence there.
Number 16, Ben Grinter from England.
Yeah, absolutely good defence. He just kept focus on the player not playing the ball. Because sometimes that happens, and it helps when you got good step and the opposite player is playing the ball. You can just easily do the dummy pass.
Yeah. Number 15, that's a number I play in, Ellis Watts. I'm sure he's a great player.
If you go by number, he should be.
13, Sandlot.
I think the 3rd player that they have benched, France, for this game, Quentin Mogart, because I haven't seen him today as well. Not on pitch, actually, at least. Number 15, so they've benched 3 players. Oh, it's a try awarded.
Yeah, good honesty by the winger here, number 21.
Yeah, but the French don't look too happy.
Went for the dive. I think they're more upset about letting the try in. than anything else. There's a bit of miscommunication there between the wings and links, and that allowed number 5 for England, Dominic Tripp,
Second try in a row.
to go over for the touchdown. So 4-2 now. So who'd you say the third player for France was not playing?
Number 15, Quentin Moka.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't seen him on the pitch. I've seen him outside, but he usually plays winger, and I haven't seen the wings change at all.
Yep, okay, so they may be playing with only 13 today, which would be unusual, but
Yeah.
well, like we said, it's tactics. Maybe there's an injury.
Maybe there's an injury, maybe it's tactics. I'll try to get to get to the bottom of,
Yep.
bottom of this
So
and
tomorrow that we'll
investigate. Yeah, I'll let you know first thing in the morning.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
nice
and
step.
a nice dummy pass and a
I know.
nice step from Hugo Beria, but I think he's been touched.
Yeah, they called something the play before, so. We've got a
We're
stoppage
going to play
here.
it down. Oh, I don't think it's the hottest touch we've seen so far, but
No. But it's late in the day, so
yeah,
all these players want to do now is get through this game.
absolutely. The bodies are tired.
Yep.
They've got 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. And then we've got the full second half. Another
nice
interception.
Number 21.
Tom Moreau.
Dumbo. Yep, that's what I was going to say. But once again, they're 0 touch, so they should be able to get it close to the England line
Absolutely.
and hopefully have a strike dump on 5. Well, he threw that metre forward, and number 16 from England knew it, and no one was listening to him or me. So, I mean, it's quite common for no one to listen to me, but they should be listening to number 16 at least, because he was on the mark.
6 touch.
Benny Grinter, I heard never lies.
And we've got, it's nice to notice, we have a female ref on the pitch, which is quite unusual for the men's game.
Well, that's
Yeah, absolutely, because the men's games are quite fast, and yeah, it's very unusual to have a woman refereeing this. But I'm very happy as a woman to see this.
Oh, it's great, and
Yeah.
the referees' coaches sit there watching and doing a great job. Oh, that's just a great finish. Yeah, it was a bit too slick there. French started off well, but like you said, England look fit and fast, and it's the back end of halves of touch where the teams that have done a little bit more work and maybe a little bit fitter, they seem to just get those extra couple of tries where, you know, teams can compete for 10 minutes, but they just can't compete for 20, and you know, we're seeing that a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, for France, in the game before with the women's, we've seen that they were better in the first half, and they were worst in the first half and better in the seconds. And for France this time, it seems to be the opposite. They were better before the water break and a little less better after.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it was another try for Vaughan Meredith there on the wing.
On England, yep.
Yeah.
So they almost got one there, the French, but the middle from England snuffed it out. So they're rolling to the box now. They've come out a lot cleaner in the last 10, England, after that drinks break. So maybe they just needed a bit of fluid, you know, reset. Oh, that's forward.
That's forward. I was just in front of us, so
Yeah. But,
easy to call.
You know what, maybe the refs are getting a bit tired too.
Yeah, too.
So we'll call it 1-1 in terms of the forward passes gotten away with.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not, what's the word in English?
As long as they're consistent.
Yeah.
That's what you like to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As long as it's not 5 for France and none for
Yeah.
England, it's fine.
Yep, that's what we like to say. You doesn't matter if the referee's right or wrong, just be consistent.
Absolutely.
So,
Just missed as much penalties for one team than for the other.
yep. No, back home we've got a couple of elite players who also consider themselves level 7 referees whilst playing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That must be.
So they tried to referee and play at the same time. So
It's never a good idea.
Oh, they got away with it quite a bit. So shout out to the best in the business, Gary Sonder, who has done a bit of commentary with me in the Gold Coast recently. But he was the best in the business when it came to refereeing and playing at the same time.
Okay.
They've tried to run.
Props to him.
Yeah, they tried to run a sneaky there. So
Yeah.
that's a play that's come in, and now other teams are copying it in relation to what happens is you do a late sub, and the sub sits outside the box and then comes in quick. The ball goes in there. The winger drags in, and then you throw a cutout pass to the winger who's open space.
Oh.
They call it a sneaky.
Yeah, it is. It adds up.
Yep, for the very reason of that. So England have tried that. So they've obviously watched some YouTube video of Australian teams who have done that and said we're going to have a try of that.
I mean, you got to learn from the best.
Yeah.
You know, England is so far the best in Europe, so they might as well try and get some new ideas from you guys from Australia or from New Zealand.
Well, every team's doing it now because, you know, with the internet and with YouTube and everything being online these days, you know, back in the day you'd have to wait 4 years. You go to a World Cup, see what the other teams are doing and then copy them.
Yeah.
You know, but now they can look online, they can say they're running this, they're running this. England have Peter Bell as a high performance measure from Australia who used to coach the Australian Women's Opens, so they're utilising his knowledge and his contacts you know, in back in Australia to enhance their games, and you know the proof is there in some of the moves that they're playing at.
Yeah, but it's a smart idea, you know, if you have tools, just use it.
Yeah.
And indeed there's loads of information online and it's helped a lot of teams, I think. The English, even the French, and it's good to try and find some new things to do as well. Because if you just play consistently the same, at some point the other teams are going to figure out what you're playing and how you play and how to counter that.
Yep. You have to play your own style based on the principles that work, if that makes sense. So, and you always got to try and focus on what you're good at. So, you know, myself as a player, very good left to right passer, not so good right to left passer. So, you know,
it's a good side.
I would sit myself on the left side of the field and then run a lot of plays back this way, you know.
When you got to play to your strengths, and play to your advantages, that's a good thing. We've seen here a couple of interceptions. If you're a good winger, but you're tall, and you know you might not be on time to catch the other winger, you might as well try to catch the ball.
Yeah, no, in teams that I've played in where I sit at the link, that's one of the goals I try and get up to. Get up fast, get into what we call the passing lane, and then try and pluck it out of the air.
Yeah.
Sometimes successful, sometimes not so successful.
Yeah, you got to try it. Just try until you manage to do it.
Exactly. And then, like I said, if you take one, find a fast person to run next to you and go, give them the ball and say, there you go.
Absolutely. We've seen this in the previous game, the men's opens from Ireland. There was one player that did that in the end of the game, intercepted twice. And first time he tried to go on his own, didn't manage to go too far. The second time, it was like, okay, got the ball, you're fast, get it, go ahead and mark.
And he gave it to a guy who said he wasn't fast enough, did a great flick pass back inside, and that was probably one of the tries of the day. Yeah,
it was a great one. It was really nice to see, and it really, it was nice to hear also the audience cheer. Yeah. Because we've got a bit more audience now that it's a bit of shade and that some of the teams have finished their day.
Yep.
So we've got a little bit of audience, and they can make some noise.
Yep.
Hopefully the men's opens can do some great performances, and we can have some cheer as well.
Yep. Well, we will get that on Saturday during finals day. So, you know, the earlier finals, there'll still be teams that are preparing, but as we go through the day and teams finish up, then obviously this whole area, this is the finals pitch. So this will be filled with people, you know, sitting around watching.
Absolutely. And it's pitch number 2 in Vichy here, because we don't have a pitch number 1.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't exist.
Exactly. So if you hear me say field 1, it's V2. If you see V2, it's field 1.
Yeah. Pitch number 2, pitch number 1, it's all the same here.
Yeah. It's our main field anyway.
Yeah.
We've got live streaming going on 3 other fields. Yeah, so there's plenty of options for you watching wherever you're watching and whoever you're supporting for the 2023 Euros.
And if you don't want to hear us comment, well, you can also have 3 other pitches to watch.
Yep, or put it on mute.
Yeah. But it's good to have at least the sound from the field, I think, because you can hear the players, you can hear the refs, and you can hear sometimes a little bit of crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. Right, so we're going to go back. It's still 5-2. Second half, we're going to see if the French can manage to get their head out of the water.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond after a little lackluster 10 minutes, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm. But it's a pretty tight game still, because it's only 3 points away, and there hasn't been that much tries. I thought there was going to be maybe more tries.
Yeah.
It was pretty good defence on both sides.
Well, I saw it might have been a men's opens between France and Scotland. It might have been that game where it was 5-4 in the first 8 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was try-fest. But we've got an early score here.
Yep. A long ball for the winger. But it's not the same as before. It's not Vaughan Meredith. They've switched. And
No, he's got the hat on there.
lost him. Is it number 13?
We'll give it to him anyway.
Yep.
Matt Sandlat.
Could be number 13.
Oh no, number 13's here.
Oh, no,
so
number 13 's
definitely
here.
won't be him. Oh, that's
Damn it.
could have been forward off the half. The refs have picked it up. So we'll give credit to the try scorer once we can see his number.
Absolutely. Once they pass the halfway line, we can see his back and his number.
It's Ellis Watts. The hard yards coming in there. Number 2. Vaughan Meredith here out wide. Scored a couple. 5 coming.
Oh, it's number 8.
There you go. Jonas Rossell.
Can't help you with that.
Rochot. Let's call him that.
Let's call him Joe Ross.
Joe Ross. Joe Ross, yeah, see, you get the hang of it. You look at the name and you go, you create something.
Absolutely.
Joe Ross is it.
It's a great try from Joe Ross. It was
Yeah.
the second one. So he scored in the first half as well. And
Yep.
now I've got a pass, but it was a forward pass, I think.
Yep, forward
Before.
pass. Quick tap there by Kamal Shahabuddin. Jeez.
Sure.
English side, you thought we'd get some simpler names, but they seem to be harder than the French.
Well, one thing I've noticed is yesterday I was doing credentials, and
Yeah.
there is one French player by team. Even
Yeah.
in the England side,
Yeah, okay.
there's one French player by team.
Yeah, they've gone.
Oh, and we've missed a try.
They've gone through from dummy half here. I think the day might be getting a little bit long for the French.
Yeah, their third game, and they weren't supposed to have that many matches. I was another dummy from Louis.
Yep, and I
Who
think he's picked up
found-
Marcus Chung.
Yep.
Yep. This Louis looks like to be a pretty talented player.
Yeah, he's a player to watch, I
Yep.
think.
Yep, so they've missed it. Yep, they've called a miss. So
And
number 10 there.
another try for France, number 10.
Yep.
Thomas. Do you want to try and pronounce this one?
Yeah, Thomas.
No name.
That was his
It's
first name.
Thomas Bonheur.
Bonheur.
Or Bonheur.
Anyway, Thibaut got himself a great try there. And we've got a scoreline of 7-3.
Mate, you were perfect. You just missed it. It's all good.
England getting the ball up now through Lupton. Yep, what are they called there? Not straight.
Yep.
Another good call. No, I don't know the referee's name, but she's doing a great job.
Absolutely. We don't have the names of the refs, but they've been pretty exemplary, I think, on this pitch.
Yeah.
Especially from the start of the day.
Yep, exactly.
Great at controlling temper and great at giving reasons for what they're doing, like for the decisions.
Yeah. That was a close thing there for Lloyd, finding his teammate Arnaud.
But yeah, there's a couple of typically shining players from the French side that we haven't seen shine too much, let's just say.
Yep.
So maybe it's just the end of the day, maybe it's just they don't have
Maybe they're
right
just not
teammates.
putting it all in.
Yeah. Maybe they're just trying and get through the game and see if they can do a better game next time against England. Or just testing the team, the English team.
Yep, but it could also just be England are a touch too good.
Yeah, could be, yeah. But it's hard for us French to give compliments to the English side.
In a stating the obvious. Well, luckily I'm well, I can't say I'm Switzerland because they're here, but I'm neutral.
Luckily you're neutral, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
and it's in the back of the player.
They won't give that 6 to go.
Yeah, no, because he wasn't doing it on purpose.
No. You'd try though. You'd try. You know. You might try and say to the ref, "Oh, he's in the passing lane,"
but he was just doing his job and
Yeah.
try and block the wing.
yeah, that was Matt Sandlat there with the good wing defence.
Absolutely, he's been caught several times with the long balls to the wing. So he said, "Not today, not this
Yeah.
time."
Oh, that's a
Oh, and it's a
lovely,
dummy
lovely
pass.
bit of feet. But good touch too.
feet.
Good
I
touch
think
by
it's a touch.
number 9 there.
It's Hugo Beria.
Yeah, Hugo. I would have said Hugo, but Hugo is good.
Oh, it's the French way of saying, but Hugo
Yeah.
is absolutely fine.
Hugo. Quick sub here, and he almost ran into us. That's how quick he was coming off the number 13, Sandlat.
If nothing else, they start talking to each other. Yep.
Chung also having a rest. Okay, England have got the ball here. Oh no, France have got the ball. They might have just taken it off the mark.
Yeah, probably.
One of the brothers, Brother Mulot's.
Valentin. Because the other one isn't playing today.
No.
Well, not for this game at least.
Exactly.
Positively, okay? All right, we're in a rut. We've got to
Vidal,
take ourselves to
I
take
remember him.
Matt,
To Brother Mulot. Oh, he's tried that about
Yeah.
3 times, you
Yeah.
know. I think he runs a middle line and then pass. Maybe maybe a 4-on-3 line. Try something a little bit different because every pass that he's thrown has hit an English player.
Absolutely, yeah. There's always been a winger in the way. Either he's taking the ball or he's hitting it from behind. So, yeah, maybe he should try and do it before the line
Yep,
or way past the line as a dummy half would go.
yep, absolutely.
And they've lost the ball quite quickly, I think.
Yep.
That's a bit of a shame.
Grinter, well, I don't know what they've called there. Obviously said Vidal was offside.
Yeah.
That's Watts. Vaughan.
And we've got a line
Lovely
here,
watching.
like a pod. Sorry, a pod. 3 players that play in the same team in same club in France.
Oh, okay.
Esteban Vidal, Valentin Merloz, and
Great touch there.
and Bastien Cote-Barreau.
Yeah.
They're all from SMH from Grenoble,
Yep.
close to Grenoble,
Yep.
and they're the main champions in France.
What's happened
did
here?
he?
No, he said
Did he
he's
go in
gone
touch
out.
before?
Yep.
He scored. Yeah. Oh, lucky for the
Lucky
number
for the
21.
winger, yeah.
Lucky for the winger because he might have been in trouble otherwise.
I think he was caught in siesta there, which is as we
It's the
found
French
out
way.
the French way.
Yeah.
We found out that shops open. Well, Monday was interesting. We went to Lyon, and beforehand we found out that everything closed on Monday till 2 o'clock in Vichy.
Yeah, Vichy is a much smaller town, so
Yeah.
sometimes in smaller
Oh,
towns
that's a
shops are
great
closed
try.
until 2 in the afternoon. But this
Vaughan.
time he was not in touch. Great try.
Vaughan Meredith.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, the French way of 2.5 days per weekend sounds great.
Oh yeah. No, because the shops are open on Saturday and sometimes
Yeah.
Sunday mornings as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in the metropolis of Australia, shops are open pretty much 24/7 these days. Saturday and Sunday trading is par for the course. But
Good. Right.
yeah, no. But back to that. Yeah, apparently everything opens till midday. Then there's a 2-hour break for siesta.
Absolutely.
And then you've got your evening session.
Well, you know the French. We like to have a good lunch, like a proper lunch.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
I'm all for an afternoon siesta, Clint.
Right. So we're back with Louis.
Yep, there's Chung.
There's-
They work well together, the 6 and the 7.
Absolutely, yeah. They're kind of the same model.
Yeah.
Like short players.
Oh, that was a nice little move. If the 18 hasn't got the touch.
I think
he was
there's a
offside
touch.
too. No, I think he was offside.
If he was offside,
Yeah.
yes, then
That was well played. So
absolutely. I couldn't see. Was it number 7?
it was the one
Or
with the one with the hat on.
one with the hat on.
The tall fellow with the hat on.
Yeah, because there's
So-
just 4 or 5 of them here. So yeah,
No.
that really helps me.
Arm sleeve with hat was the try scorer.
Yes, I see him.
Yeah, ran a nice little move. So
See him coming.
we'll keep with the play, and if he turns around, we'll be able to give credit to him as the try scorer. But alas, he has not turned
So it
around.
brings England to 9.
9-3
Yep,
at drinks break.
just before the
So
water break.
you don't have to rush that because you still get the pill. So
Yeah, this is the smart thing.
so they got a penalty here. just before the drinks break. Now let's see. They just want to have one play. They don't want to throw it around and give it up because you still get the ball after the drinks break.
Oh, he's going to overdo it.
Oh, in! Oh, he's called fight. The fight's called the touch. Oh,
that's it. Oh, wait. Wait.
Yeah. Now they're calling it. So that was interesting because 5 was sure he made the touch. But if he did, I thought the touch was made. But I'll tell you what, it looked close.
It was really close.
So, well, just before the drinks break there, takes us to 9-4. So it looks like it
a
was
lovely try by Bastien Codebaro.
Yep, it was Will Upton from England that scored their last
number
try.
14, yeah.
Or as we refer to, the guy in the hat.
And the sleeve.
The sleeve.
Tall guy with the arm sleeve and the hat.
Yeah, hat and the sleeve.
This is how he's going to be known for now. He's going to have a lovely tan with that arm sleeve though.
He will, especially the 1 arm.
He's going to have a tan hand, tan arm on the other side.
Yeah.
And
he'll be easy to spot at the after party on Saturday night if he's wearing a short sleeve shirt.
Absolutely.
He'll be the guy with one white arm and one brown arm.
Well, I mean, he's English, so he's going to be one white arm and one red arm.
Yes.
More than anything.
Yes. Unfortunately, us fair-skinned people, we burn easily.
You've got a load of those. I've seen a lot of players playing with heavy sunscreen on their face.
That's how I do it, as my partner refers to me as a pasty white boy.
Well, I'm not going to go as far as call. I don't want to offend anyone, so I'm not going to call the English teams pasty white boys. But
doesn't offend me at all, but no, they've got enough colour on them to get by. But it is summer for them, so they should have been tanning up, ready for this. So
absolutely.
All right, we're into the last 10 of this one. 9-4.
9-4.
Good touch, shut down there by Lurulu.
Yeah, we're waiting on the 7s meter for England.
Dumb trip. There is Trez.
And the
dummy
beautiful
pass.
Oh, that's a shame because the winger, if the French winger had gone at the same time as the pass, he might have been there on time.
He might have.
Yeah.
But Joe Ross, pretty sure that he was the winger out there for us. Gets his 3rd try of the day.
Absolutely, yeah.
Takes the score out now to 10-4. So probably this game's gone. So now it's just a matter of making sure you don't get injured.
Yeah, that's it.
And
I was going to say it's a hard touch.
So England are probably saying now, look, we've got 8 minutes left. Let's just ruck through. We don't need to do anything fancy now. We don't want to show any trick plays. We just want to, basically get to the line, simple plays, try and get simple tries.
Well, hopefully the touches are going to be a little lighter than they've been in the last minute.
Yep. There's Vaughan. What? I think it's Grinter. Oh, well, I don't know what's happened there. You can't really do that.
What happened?
The linker for France grabbed the sweeper coming around. I think he was in an offside position and
yeah, you can't really do that.
Sort of swung him around 360.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
this is not wrestling.
No, not dancing either. So
maybe I think he's been sent off for that. So he's been sent off for that.
Yeah.
So it's 6 on 5. With a lovely dive for number 15, but I don't know if it's gonna. No, he's been touched.
Looks like he was subbed.
Yeah, he was subbed. Yeah, he was just sent off.
So they can replace the player as opposed to a period of time where you've got to go through 4 sets of 6 with player down.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't hard.
It was just a bit of dancing around.
Yeah,
but you just can't do that.
Well, he's preparing for Saturday night, isn't he? So at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a lovely loop pass over the top. Lovely pass there by Ben Grinter. Finding his teammate, whose number I didn't catch, but I was more interested in the pass, to be honest.
I think it was still
it's the
Vaughan Meredith, but I think it's also...
it's armband.
It's also the one that I say every time I don't know who did it.
So armband scored. He'll give us his number here. Number 11.
Number 11. Right, Matthew Bate.
Matthew Bates. But we're in France, so we'll say Bate.
Mathieu Bate.
Mathieu Bate, there you go.
This is the French version of his name.
The French equivalent. Hope he's not offended
No.
when he watches this back at 2 a.m. this morning because he can't sleep.
If he watches it, but if he's one of these players that are going to watch every game they did.
Yeah. At least he can just fast forward to that moment there.
Can someone send him just the exact moment?
33-20. Not 33-27. Let's call it 32-40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to that.
Just after the water break.
Yeah.
You can watch a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Great set.
And we've seen number 10 making great numbers of meters. Great meters.
Great yards. Yep.
Great yards.
Yards.
This is the word I was looking for. Because we don't use yards.
Yeah. Well, we don't use yards either. We use meters. But when we talk in touch,
Yeah.
for some reason we just say yards. So maybe it's just the lingo that
Could
we're
be.
accustomed to. Yeah,
be,
because
yeah.
it just meters just sounds so weird. Oh, that's
And it's
beautiful.
again number 10 with
Yeah.
the great dummy. Yep.
Jonathan Weston Stanley.
Joe West,
J-
if I may.
JWS.
JWS.
Yeah. So in Australia, there's a lot of rugby league players with 3 names, and they all get simplified to their initials. So he'd be known as JWS.
Right. Well, great try and a great dummy pass from JWS.
We have a BWS in Australia. It's beer, wine, and spirits. So very popular place.
Okay.
He's off there. The link.
Yeah,
They should play
he's
through.
gone for it, but he's gone. The ref is going to award the touch.
Yeah, must have been from the inside player, not
Probably,
the outside
yeah.
player. Oh, that looked all right, but shut down well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's back tapped a little bit because they've been moved back as well. So maybe the French are getting a bit frustrated with the game, which is understandable. I mean, you lose 12-4.
Yeah, especially when you started so well. It was 2-all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the first half was 2-all, and then things went south.
Yep. Now they're just playing around a little bit, the English. Yep.
And another great interception from number 21.
Well, we've probably seen, 8 or 9, you reckon?
Oh, I think it was like 5, 6 maybe interception from his side, and,
Yeah.
and at least 2 or 3 from the English.
Yeah, just him alone.
Yeah.
So rucking it out now, the French. Getting it to the line. That's Vidal.
Yeah, it's the SMH. Oh no, it's not the pod from SMH.
Oh,
and a great dive from Louis Roux.
Louis Roux.
Yeah. It was a great, it was a bit of a blind pass.
Yeah, no,
Blind inside pass, but a great try and a great dive from Louis.
but they had good roll, they had good
Yep.
flow. And the linker for England there was just a little bit lazy. Might have been a little bit ball watching.
Yep.
You can do that from time to time.
I mean, when you're winning 12-4, you can daydream a little bit on the pitch.
You can do. You could be thinking about other things. Like 32 minutes 40 when I got a great try. Yep, they've hit back straight away, England.
Yep.
Captain's salute there. Pretty sure that was our missing player from before, Will Upton.
Yeah, I think it was number 14 as well.
Yeah. Or assuming he's not on the pitch. It was either Will or it no, it wasn't Will. It was Meredith. It was Vaughan Meredith. Sorry.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So he was in an odd spot for him.
Yeah, he was. It just pops up everywhere. So we're winding down to this one. Louis Roux out of roll around.
It's not going to be 6 more
it
as
won't
well.
be 6 more. He hasn't played at that.
But the winger is talking too much. I think the French players are starting to get annoyed and are starting to just back chat a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating after the first drinks break. They've, England sort of raised it a notch. And unfortunately for this game, the French didn't go with them, but that's not to say they won't go with them later in the tournament. But this is a very good driving by the English here.
Yeah, it's a very clean game. They're playing the English.
Yeah. Number 5, Dom Tripp. There's Upton to Treyers. Is that right?
Yeah, it is Louis Treyers.
Yeah, Louis Treyers. Yep.
But he did a little bit of a quick feed to avoid being touched, but he eventually ended up throwing the ball in touch.
Yep. Ran out of space. The replay will show here.
We're going to go back to an English possession.
So has a penalty been given?
Yeah, I think the player that did the touch stayed on too close to
Upton.
to Louis.
Treyers there showing some good feet. Upton. Oh, nice little
Now
play
it's
there.
the other side, and it goes straight to the winger.
Yeah, number 13. I think that's Landlot or Sandlot? Matt Sandlot, yep.
We're credited here with the try before, but this time
around,
it is him.
100% sure it's him. So
Yeah.
that takes us out to 13, does it, or 14?
Yeah, 13.
13?
Yep. Oh no, 14.
14.
Yeah, counting 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yep.
14, yep. So 14-5.
This is like 14 tries is the usual amount of tries that you have in a touch game
Yeah, for 2 teams.
for 2 teams. All right, it's going to go, I think, the other side, but this one is a bit too strong. The pass was just... It was a great one, but it was just a bit too strong. Yeah, and it's the final whistle for this game, leaving us with a winning English side with 14 tries and 5 for the French.
Yep, they'd be pretty happy with that, I think, after the first 10.
I mean, I know I would.
Yeah, exactly. So they'd be looking at that day one going, job done.
Yep.
Come back tomorrow night, get good night's sleep, get the rollers out, massage guns. I'd go to the thermal
Physio.
spas, but apparently they're really
Yeah.
expensive, so...
But you get the physio. If you want a cold bath, you can always try the river.
Yeah, it's a bit cool, is
Just
it?
yeah, I think it's pretty cold. It's a bit dirty as well.
Yeah,
but
I've
it is
seen
pretty
that.
cold. Yeah.
I saw the water in Lyon on Monday, though. It was beautiful. It was this blue that you just want to jump in it, you know?
Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah,
Even
okay.
in Lyon, no. No, I would not recommend it. It's a bit too heavy.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a bit too big of a stream, and it's just you don't really know what's in it.
Yep, okay. Good advice from the locals.
I mean, if you do want to try and dip your feet in the water here, don't put clothes back on and then go straight to the shower,
Yeah,
just in case.
just straight to the
Yeah.
shower. Well, I saw some people water skiing and jet skiing in the river during the week, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of kayaking as well.
Yep,
So it's more to play sports in than to just dip.
yep, no, that makes sense. No, I thought about bringing the jet ski, but Qantas wouldn't let me pack it, so I had to leave that one at home.
Yeah, I think it would have been maybe
So-
too much in the airfare.
Yeah. So they're winding us up here for this one, so